The time we're doing this, small caps at all-time highs, mid caps at all-time highs, and transports at all-time highs. Like
Right.
those groups for like almost 4 years virtually haven't gone anywhere. Now they're joining the party. Art, I know you've got some thoughts on small caps, maybe mid caps, transports, kind of the groups that lagged, maybe
Right.
cyclicals, wherever you want to take this. What do you see out there?
Well, three things on that. So I think the transports are really important for
Hmm.
them to actually do well. And I'm gonna show my age here, but Dow theory will tell you that the Dow making a new high in the
What was Charlie Dow like when you hung out with him 100 years ago? Was he? Yeah.
well, he was a dapper dresser. I got to tell you, one of the best dressed guys in Wall Street. I would tell you the transport's doing well. I think technically is something that we really needed to see, and
Mhm.
not surprising. I think it's really important. I think the small caps you have to put in two buckets, and unfortunately, the Russell 2 is what everyone looks at. But if you look
Mhm.
at the number of profitless
Yep.
companies in the Russell 2000, it's a bad image, right? It's like okay, there are times where profitless technology is doing really well, and a lot of them sit in the Russell 2. Importantly to me is if you look at the S&P 600 small cap index, that just broke out yesterday as well. And that's
Mhm.
the profitable small caps. I'd rather focus on that and say that's very good. Part of this is due to, I would say, less regulation. Part of this is due, and so M&A valuations being priced in. I think the other piece of that puzzle, though, has to do with the fact that, yes, the Fed is going to continue to cut rates. They did again. They've done it three times. They likely will again next year. We'll get some real economic data now that we start to play catch up on that. I think that's going to be important. But I think that the last Fed meeting we had, Chair Powell tried as hard as he could to be hawkish, and he wasn't at all.
Was he trying even? Yeah.
He didn't try as hard as he did at the last meeting when he
Yes.
said, there's no predetermined, December rate cut, not
Yeah, yeah.
not even close. Well, as it turns out, it wasn't close. It was probably a 7-5 vote, but
Mhm.
only three dissenters. But I would tell you, interest rates coming the right way is a big deal for small caps. I'd rather look at the S&P 600. That's the one we benchmark in our small caps. The Russell 2 just has a lot of unprofitable companies in it. And unfortunately, some of those unprofitable companies get popular, as we saw this year.